Hello everybody, in today's video I will be showing you how to use the Pentax PC35AF-M. There are a couple of different versions. This is the AF-M SE version, so if you have this version or a similar one, it doesn't matter, you can just follow along. So in this video I will be teaching you pretty much everything there is to know about this camera, from loading film, unloading film, what batteries to use, how to insert the batteries, and also just like the main functions of the camera. So by the end of the video you should really be able to know how to use this camera. And I will also be giving you some sample photographs that I personally made with this camera, so you kind of know what it's capable of. So let us get started. Okay, so first and foremost, I suggest that we start with inserting the batteries. So the battery compartment is here at the bottom of the camera. And I would say that the battery compartment is pretty much the Achilles heel of this camera. So as you can see, it's just kind of this plastic piece that is very easy to kind of break. On mine it still kind of holds, but I think the owner before taped it. So if you have this camera, definitely be careful with the battery compartment. So what we want to be doing is we just open it like this, and then we can already see the battery compartment itself has an indicator where to put the batteries or in which direction to put them. So we are going to be using some standard AA batteries. So insert them this way with the plus, and then this one goes in with the minus, and then we close the battery compartment by pulling it a little bit towards us and then pushing it. And as you can see, it is closed, but it happened to me multiple times while I was shooting that I by accident hit this piece and then it started to open up. So if it's the same for you, then probably it's the best idea to just put some tape. But now the camera should start doing stuff, such as when we open it up and we press the shutter button, we hear some noises, we see that the lens is moving, so basically now we're able to operate the camera. So secondly, I think what most people want to know is how to load film into the camera. So let me just grab a roll real quick. First and foremost, we need to open the back. So that happens with this little lever right here. We are able to open the back like this. And then we want to put our film canister right in here like that. That's looking good. And then we can already see that there's a little indicator that tells us until where we should pull the film. So basically I'm going to be pulling it like this. That looks good. And if you can see right here, there are these little kind of sprockets. I guess it's a little bit harder to see, but on the spool right here is a couple of sprockets, and here as well. So if you want to make sure you're doing everything correctly, just kind of try to see that the film aligns with these sprockets, and that's it pretty much. That is looking beautiful. So now we close it. The camera is making some noises, and ideally you can see that the film counter jumped to 1. So now we inserted the film and we are ready to take pictures. At this point I want to say a big hello and welcome to all of the new viewers. My name is Valentin, I'm an analog photographer here in Berlin, and I run this YouTube channel on which I most of the time do other things than tutorials. Every now and then I do a tutorial just because I know that it really helps the community out, but overall I'm more focused on my own practice as an analog photographer. I do camera reviews, but I also like to take my community with me on my analog adventures here in Germany, but also abroad. So if everything that I said sounds interesting to you and maybe you like the photographs that I'm showing you, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of the new videos and you can become a member of this beautiful community. Let's get back to the main program. So how do you turn the camera on? That is pretty easy. You pull this button right here with a beautiful loud clinking noise. The camera opens up and you are ready to go. As you can see, we have a wonderful Pentax lens, 35mm f2.8, focusing distances from 0.7 meters to infinity. And now we can already see what happened. My batteries just decided to open up. Thank you for that, but that's okay. I'm just gonna try to fix it. The camera itself is pretty simple. As I said, you open and activate it like this. Now I put some tape right here so it doesn't annoy me during the filming of this video. So basically on the front of the camera you don't really have any options except this one right here for turning it off and on. And then on the top of the camera here it becomes a little bit more interesting. Here you have the shutter button, so when you press the shutter button obviously the camera focuses and takes a picture, and it also advances the film automatically. Then right here you have the self timer button, which you pull it out, you take a photograph, and then the camera basically locks in the focus. And as you can see, this red little light is indicating the time that it takes. So now it's kind of charging, and when it starts blinking you know that the time is coming closer and the camera takes a picture. So that's the self timer button. It stays in position like that until you put it back into that position, and then you can take a picture normally. Then up here you have the backlight compensation button, which is one of the reasons why I really like this camera. So basically what you do is you pull the button into this indicated direction, take a picture, and the camera will overexpose the frame by 1.5 stops. So that is really nice. For example, if you want to take a photograph of somebody who's standing in front of the sunlight is coming in very strong, and you want to make sure that the person is exposed correctly. Apart from that, on the top we don't have that many options. Here on the side we have the flash. So basically it is this little lever right here, and when we pull it, what happens is that the flash pops out, which is very nice. The flash charges a little bit, and then when you take a picture, the flash activates. Normally, I think on the back, this little window right here should indicate when the flash is ready to go. On mine, it doesn't do that anymore, so I just kind of have to spray and pray and hope that the flash is loaded. Usually, when the flash takes a very long time to reload, that means that the batteries are about to die. So if you feel like the flash takes a long time, it might be a good time to change the batteries. I will dive a little bit deeper into the viewfinder because there's a couple of really important information that is being shown in the viewfinder in a little bit. Now I just want to show you how to rewind the film and how to get the film out of the camera, and also on the bottom here there's a couple of other interesting things. So first and foremost, here we have a tripod socket, so in theory you can put the camera on a tripod and use it like that. And then here we have our manual ISO selection, which is really nice. The camera allows you to select your ISO from ISO 100 all the way up to ISO 1000, which if you want to overexpose or underexpose your film, that is really pleasant and nice. On this PC35AF-M SE, that is not the case anymore. So as you can see, there's no manual ISO selection available. So for selecting the ISO, that is very, very simple. All you do is you just move this lever, and with this orange indicator right here, that shows you what the current selection is. Now let's say we have finished our film and we want to rewind the film. So all we have to do is follow this step. So you press in this button first, and then while you're pressing it in, you're also moving button number 2 to the side, and the camera is starting to rewind. You should also be able to see that on the top, I guess. On my version it doesn't seem to be doing it, but now as you can hear, the sound has changed. So it seems like the film is fully rewound, and I will try to get the camera to not do that anymore. So there you just move button number 2 to the side, and now we can open the bag just as we did in the beginning. So we open the bag right here, and then we can take out our empty or hopefully full roll of film and get it developed at the lab or develop it at home. So I will catch you in a little bit, and let us talk about the information in the viewfinder, because that is one of the most amazing things about the camera, what is happening inside of the viewfinder. Now we are inside of the viewfinder of the camera. I'm filming with my phone, that's why the quality might be a little bit different, and it is super hard to film in here, so please just bear with me. I'm trying my best. So basically you can see at the bottom of the viewfinder, you can see these 3 symbols: 1 person, 2 people, and the mountain. So that is basically a focusing indicator. So when you are half pressing the shutter button, your focus jumps onto or in between these three symbols. So that allows you to kind of check what you're focusing on, what your camera is focusing on before you are taking the picture, which is really, really nice. And then on the top, you can kind of see it already, this green light that is flashing. That means you're focused and your exposure is all right. If the light is red or the camera is making a beeping noise, I'll try to get it to do that. So now it is red and green and beeping. Sorry for the noise. That just means the camera is underexposing and you should be using the flash. So then you just turn the flash on. So as I said, it's really pleasant to be able to like double check what the camera is focusing on and also to have an indicator for what is going on with the focus of the camera. So that's it from my side, everybody. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you now know how to use this wonderful Pentax PC35AF-M SE. So that is quite a mouthful, but I gotta say I really like this camera. I think it is very underrated at the moment. Not that many people talk about it, even know about it. So if you have it, congratulations. I hope it works well. I know that this camera is able to produce some wonderful images. The lens is outstanding, so have fun with this camera. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video and also you subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out a lot. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Take good care, my friends. Go out, shoot some film, be creative, be nice to other people, but also be nice to animals as well. For example, by not eating them. Take care, everyone. Have a good one, and I will see you in the next one.